It was a quiet afternoon. On an old, broken bench sat a young man, tired, disheartened, and lost in his thoughts. His clothes were worn out, and his eyes were dull with exhaustion. "What should I do now? Why wasn't I born in a rich family?" he murmured. "No matter how hard I work or how much effort I put in, I never seem to save anything. Money just never stays with me. Food, rent, medicines, and this rising cost of living. It's killing me. Someone, please tell me what I should do." Slowly, he reached into his pocket and pulled out his last 100-rupee note. Holding it tightly, he shouted at it in frustration, "Hey you traitor! I work so hard to bring you home, and you always run away from me. You never stay. Sometimes you end up with the landlord, sometimes the shopkeeper, sometimes with the traffic police. Why don't you stay with me? You love rich people, you flow toward them like a river, but when it comes to me, you disappear. What allergy do you have to poor people like me?" He looked at the note with tears in his eyes and said softly, "Tell me, what should I do so that you stay with me? So that you grow with me? Why are you silent? Speak to me." A moment later, a faint whisper broke the stillness. "Desh, hey Desh." Startled, he looked around, his heart racing. "Who's there? Who said that?" The voice came again, but this time it came from his own hand. "I'm right here, Desh. It's me, your 100-rupee note." Desh froze, staring in disbelief. "What? You can talk?" "Yes, I can," said the note. "And I've been trying to talk to you for a long time, but you never listen. You keep blaming me, but I'm not the problem, Desh, you are." Desh frowned. "What did I do?" The note spoke gently. "I always come to you. You work hard for me every single day. But you never make me work for you. You just spend me. You send me away for rent, bills, and food. You never think of using me to grow. You work for me, Desh, but if you learn to make me work for you, your life will change forever." Desh's eyes grew moist and his heart began to pound. "Can you really work for me?" he whispered. "Yes," said the note. "But you must believe. Take me and do what I say." Desh nodded silently. He stood up and walked toward the nearby market. With that 100 rupees, he bought a few balloons. The sun was scorching, but he didn't stop. He went to the children's park and began selling them. Within minutes, every single balloon was sold out. He counted his money, 500 rupees. He looked at the notes in his hand and laughed out loud. "5 of you now. So, you do multiply, huh?" It was as if the notes replied, "Yes, Desh. Keep us working." Encouraged, Desh used the 500 rupees again to buy more balloons and went to another place where children gathered every evening. That day, by sunset, his 500 had turned into 5,000 rupees. For the first time in years, Desh smiled. Not just with his face, but with his heart. He hugged the money and whispered, "You really spoke the truth. You do grow when used wisely." From that day, Desh never looked back. He bought a small balloon inflating machine and later hired 3 more people to help him. He supplied the balloons and they sold them in different areas. Together, they shared the profits. Every day, Desh earned well, saving some, investing some. Months passed. He saved enough to buy a new house. He gifted his wife a sewing machine because she was skilled at stitching. Soon, she began teaching poor women to sew for a small fee. In the evenings, Desh started a small side business selling artificial jewelry in the nearby market. Now, money seemed to flow to him from everywhere, through work, through ideas, through effort. He gave jobs to others, helped young boys start small shops, and always remembered the day when his 100-rupee note had spoken. The same man who once sat crying on a broken bench was now an inspiration to many. Every night, as he looked at his earnings, he smiled and said softly, "You were right, my friend. You do talk. But now I've learned how to listen." This story isn't about money speaking. It's about perspective. We often blame our situation, our luck, or others for our struggles. But the truth is, change begins the moment we change how we think. Each of us holds a 100-rupee note in our lives. A small opportunity, a little skill, a simple idea. Some people spend it thoughtlessly. Others invest it wisely. Remember, money doesn't grow by luck, it grows by wisdom. So next time you hold a 100 rupee note, ask yourself, will I just spend this, or will I make it speak for me?